plays that game. What about this one? In your playlist of songs, what is the song of all songs that says, stand up and be an individual, and even if the rest of everybody else tries to make you, conform like them? Of course, we can list a couple of important American texts we've already studied. Remember Longfellow's Psalm of Life. In this world's broad field of battle, in this bivouac of life, be not like dumb driven cattle, be a hero in the strife, stand up. Of course, we think about Emerson's essay, Self-Reliance. He who would be a man must be a nonconformist, stand up and do what is best, even if nobody else stands up and does what is true or right. Of course, this leads us to a 3V question. Who do you identify with most in the third act? Do you identify most with John Proctor? He's got to tell the truth about sleeping with Abigail, even though it's going to destroy his reputation, he's willing to do it. Do you identify most with his wife? She doesn't want to give up her guy. You might think about it as, when was the last time you were asked to give up the truth about your best friend, and you either lied or didn't lie, and how it kind of ended up shaking out? Of course, finally, this whole notion of what do you do when you're in the middle of a terrible situation, when you are in the middle of the crucible, when you realize that you are burning. In other words, things are falling down all around you. When was the last time that you were in serious kind of challenge in this regards, and you had to find some way to get through it, some way to live through it? When was the last time for you that happened, and how did you get through it? Finally, of course, we end the third act by predicting what happens in the fourth act. If John Proctor says in front of everybody, God is dead, then obviously he's going to be condemned, no question. So we got serious problems now. What will happen at the end of the play then? So as we turn to the fourth act, we will begin to ask questions about predictions. What's going to happen? Are all these people going to get jacked? And what's going to happen to Abigail? And what's going to happen to somebody like Paris, Reverend Paris, who started this play and has stood back and let all this go down? Did you notice Paris said, I never saw anybody dancing, and then, I never saw anyone naked? Both of them outright lies. He will not tell the truth. He is a minister, and he will not tell the truth. Why is he lying? Well, again, we got examples of this group hysteria thing happening, where you're going to now start to have all kinds of people who will actually be killed. They will be executed because of this insanity. Of course, it begs the final last question. What about Abigail Williams? How does she sleep at night, knowing she's the one responsible for all of this insanity? And of course, John Proctor, the guilt he has to now carry. If he had stopped this early on by simply coming out and telling everyone, none of this would have happened. Whoa. That's got to be a heavy cross for him to bear, of course, to continue with Christian metaphors, right? All right, come back, and we'll mess around now with the fourth and the final act. Thank you.